Turn on your radio. Denver Road. Turn on your radio. To the ABD show, man. Oh, man, we got a very, very, very special guest on here, man, right now, man. Y'all wouldn't believe who I got on here, man. You know what I'm saying? Right across from Memphis, Tennessee, man. We in Memphis, Tennessee, man. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna turn the camera around, man, to the very special guest. Y'all know who he is already. I don't gotta speak on, you know what I'm saying? Once y'all see, y'all know who he is. Straight gangster, homie, straight out of Barson. You know what I'm saying? You know who he is. Here you go. I'm gonna get him on here, man, right now. Okay, introduce yourself, man.
What's happening, man? This is OG Keith Peddler. You know, double OG by now. I'm 62 years old. So it's good to be right back at you, you know, let you know how we do it out here. You know, it's nice and wet a little bit, you know, a little cool weather, but I'm good with it.
Okay, Pella. Okay, Pella, you on the ABD show. You know what I'm saying? The G homie right here from Cabbage Patch.
That's right,
You know what I'm saying? And all that. So look, this how we gonna do it, man. This how we gonna do it. What's up, Western? This how we gonna do it. Pella, I need you to tell us stories, man. You know what I mean? They saw you on Kid Mac videos already, man. But you on the infamous ABD show, man. You know what I'm saying? So this how we gonna do it, man. I need you to tell me, when did you start going into the system, man? What age did you start going in the juvenile system?
For me, I was so smooth with it, you know, about like a serial killer. I was not getting caught like that until I got like 20 years old. I went to the county jail at 20 years old. That's when I started doing my jailhouse time at 20 years old.
Okay, when you first hit the county, you was 20 years old.
Right.
Okay, when you first hit the county, what module, what floor you hit?
Let me break it down to
Go ahead, break it down.
I didn't hit the module right then at 20 years old, but I hit the county jail, and I heard my first brother getting stomped to death by the goon squad. And I was in there with some G's saying, man, they gonna kill him. So that was my first experience in the county jail on that first time around of hearing a brother get stomped to death by the sheriffs up in there. So that gave me a psychological mindset that we in some real serious situations other than just this blood and this cripping. So on Pyru now, I'm gonna get to the point when I hit the blood module. Another time I get arrested. I used to get arrested so many times that I can't remember it all, but I used to, because the gang squad used to come through chasing after us, but they seemed like they was always after a brother, you know. Sometimes I'm in the low, sometimes I'm, you know, I be dirty riding with no license. Back then, didn't give a fuck. I'm just outlawing it. But anyway, I end up in the blood module with had on some Stacy Adams, wingtip, rust. You can wear your regular shoes. That's how old I am. I go in there with the regular shoes on. So that's how I hit the blood module. My first experience in the blood module is that I was laced by Big Bodacious, how you got to be when you hit the module. So when I hit the module, the first thing somebody say to me is, what size them shoes? I say, they on my feet, blood. They my size. And I check him right quick.
Yeah.
And then another experience in the blood module, I see a certain individual off in the corner somewhere, you know, shaking his little wang while he taking a piss and looking over at me while I'm chilling. You know, I'm a young brother, but I'm so gangster about mine, I didn't give a fuck. I stepped to him. Before the shot caller of the module say anything, I steps to him and slide down right where I can bow to the nutsack. So I just looked at him. I said, where you from? And he said, what? He gave me the dog look. He a lot older. I said, you heard me, blood. Where you from? And so he said, where you from? I said, well, for you niggas, just Pyru. I didn't even want to put the B on it because he was from somewhere else. And I said, nigga, for you, it's just Pyru. And I was lined up for them nutsack. The nigga froze up. Then the shot caller called me over. He had a perm. He wanted to tell me, he said, who are you? I said, I'm Keith Peddler. I'm up under Bodacious, who brought me in, and I got put on with the Scottsdale Pyrus and Cabbage Patch. Scottsdale put me on, and we kicked off the Cabbage Patch. Pyru, gangsters. That's how I represented it. Because in our era, you got to get down where you lay down. Where I'm from, get down where you mad at, no matter where you at.
No matter where you at.
No matter where you at. If you're going to get packed out, go with that.
Put your back against the wall.
Go for it. That's how
you know what I'm saying?
So my enemies know me better. See, I'm going to say something to the young generation. You can't fake this in this life, the life that we live. You know, I used to dip the wet back in the day. At Carson High, my boy Booby handed me some wet. He said, don't hit. My first time hitting a PCP joint. I thought it was a regular joint. And boom. So every now and then I was do chemicals sometimes, but not all the time. That wasn't 24/7. But see, back then, we was unstructured and just doing it like outlaws. On Pyru, we was just doing it. And our thing was, to get stripes was putting in work. For your name to be strong, you had to go out there and represent. Wasn't no sideline cheerleading. Wasn't no making up some shit like y'all do today on the internet. Don't nobody know who the fuck you is.
Tell them, man, the internet is winning.
Places talking about you the king of this, king of that. The real brothers, we didn't even call ourselves kings. We was just pie motherfucking roof. And you better know we was bloods. When we said blood, we Pyru bloods.
Tell it, it's all the same, peddler.
It's all the same to me.
You know what I'm saying?
So at the end of the day, man, it's like, man, I love my people. That's a foundation that I came up under. And thank God for Big Bodacious, Larry Cooper, Big Puddin's big brother, for spotting the G and telling the homies around me, y'all better put him on or y'all gonna have to kill him. Cause I was repping LA, chitty chitty bang bang, not knowing what the fuck I'm really talking about. I had not got put on legitimately by my relatives or nothing.
Well, that's a DP then, man, since you're talking about.
No DP,
that's a DP.
I jumped off the porch by a motherfucking roof. And from then on, I was just running in the Crips wherever they was at. I was with the aggression.
Okay.
And any real Crip from East Coast 190, they'll tell you Keith Peddler was about that. He was aggressive about his banging, blood. You know, I wasn't even trying to get money at first. I was out there trying to nigga build my name up, you know? I was trying to be like outlaw Josie Wales.
So back in the days, Peddler, back in the days, Peddler, we know you a real one, though. We know you're a real one, though. You know what I'm saying? Good. So back in the days, how did the patch become Cabbage Patch, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying?
Before that, when I moved over there, it was already called the Cabbage Patch by the locals over there. And La Loma was already over there and established, the essay said over there, and they had fields, rows of really greens that people say, it's cabbage out there in them fields too. So it was nothing but fields. So at the end of the day, it was already the cabbage. It was already the cabbage when I got over there. But it wasn't no gang set, wasn't no set associated with it. And so when I get over there, it's like four Pyru's official that's over there, you know, Ludus Park brothers that was over there, you know, and everybody know what I said about them brothers. They was over there before I got there. It was four of them. I was the fifth. So when I moved over there, I moved there with the backing of the Scottsdale Pyru's and the Westside Pyru's, Big Bodacious and them, and putting them. So at that time, I'm the youngest out of those 5 Pyru's. So I'm aggressive because I came from LA. So I got this aggression from LA. So I'm like, man, well, shit, I'm going to lead this. My mentality was like, man, I'm going to lead this. I ain't going to be no follower. So at the end of the day, the junior high crew is what I wanted because the block rips used to come over there, party with our women. And then at the end, they want to fight and jump on the niggas that was non-affiliates. You know what I'm saying? They were just athletes and hustlers or whatever. They wasn't gang banging. But now I'm the gang banger, and I'm looking at it like, damn, we walking home from Dolphin Park, Billy Minor starts complaining about it, and I'm tired of them block crips coming over here disrespecting the hood like that. Then that's when I looked at Aaron Duncan, I said, yeah, well, then I looked at Billy Minor, I said, well, y'all need to turn Pyru, and we could put a cease to that, man. You can't just be neutral, you feel me? So at the end of the day, that's what we started orchestrating. We started telling the Scottsdale Pyru's was in their heyday. I said, blood, come on up to junior high school and start socking up the young generation of the Cabbage Patch, and we're gonna put them in Pyru. So they started doing that frequently after school. They start socking up dudes from the Cabbage and then the dudes from the Cabbage would come running to me, say, man, why them dudes coming at me? And they coming at us like that. I said, you gotta turn Pyru. You gotta turn Pyru because they don't want no crib set in between Scottsdale and 190s. That's too many. We didn't want that. So that idea was from Troy Nelson from Scottsdale Pyru, who was questioning me because I was still going over to Scottsdale, hanging out with the Scottsdale Pyru's. 2, 3, 4s, SDPs. So at the end of the day, that's what happened. That's how the Cabbage Patch became Pyru's, and we named it Pyru Gangster. And you know, the rest was, we hung red rags from the ceiling on 220th and Vera, and the rest was history, you know. We hung the red rags. You see me with the burgundy. It don't matter. I fly the red, the burgundy. It's all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same. So okay, yo, first experience in the modules. What homies you run into in the blood module?
In the blood
What
module,
floor was the blood module when you went up in
I
there?
was in, I think 4,300. You know, I did Sherm, so my mind is like, you know, in and out sometimes.
Yeah.
From back, and I really, you know, hit.
So when you hit the module,
I know the homies by face when I see them.
Okay.
I know Don Juan was somebody that I met up in the system. You feel me?
Okay.
And the rest of them, I only would know them by face like that, you know, without having to put a name. But I went through the county jail in different times, Wayside, different times. I've been locked up with Denver Bam, Rob Dog, Big T World, Lil T World. When I was facing long time, facing 17 years, I was locked up with all of them in a 6-man cell. Big World, Lil T World from Crenshaw Mafia, Big Denver Bam from Denver Lanes, LA Denver Lanes, and Big Kool-Aid from Waterfront Pyru. Salute, may you rest in peace,
Yeah.
bud. Hey. And we're going to come out for manpower too.
Yeah.
Anyway, much love to the Waterfront Pyrus. I'm going to give y'all a shout out today, blood.
Waterfront.
They used to say, you forget about us, peddler. I didn't forget about y'all today, blood. On manpower.
And the East Side Pains, homie.
Yeah, and the East Side Pains.
You know what I'm saying?
Manpower from Waterfront Pyrus, rest in peace.
And the East Side Pains.
Right.
We Mods, homie.
The East Side Pain, yeah, we used to go party with him. Me and my homie Bullhead, who I put on personally, me, Rodney Spillard. So at the end of the day, man, it was all get down or lay down, blood. On site, get down or lay down. There was no playing with the game, and it was all about, you know what I'm saying? It was like this in real life, body bagging and toe tagging.
So when you was in when you hit the module, did you experience any activity up in there? Any activity? I need to hear war stories. I need to hear war stories in the module, homie.
I'm gonna give you the war stories about Wayside.
Okay, well tell me about Wayside.
When I hit the module, it was still peaceful because most of the Bloods and Pyrus got along.
Yeah.
Remember, we was all together.
Yeah.
We were the few, the crowd, the strong.
We still together.
Yeah, but we was even more together in that time period. So
Yeah.
we didn't have squabbles and a lot of craziness jumping off in the blood module when I hit it in that first era, in that time period.
Okay.
But as we started fanning out through general population, going back and forth to court, you were gonna get down every now and then with different individuals that's gonna need that faith. You're gonna run into your enemigos in holding cells. You know, you're gonna run into them at the Compton Courthouse, Torrance Courthouse, LA, downtown municipal court. But Wayside, it be some shit jumping off in Wayside sometimes, you know? And when you get in there, you gotta deal with what you're dealing with.
So tell me one of the stories that you saw activity or you was part of the activity in Wayside, man. You know what I'm saying?
This is how it goes at Wayside. I had to stand with a homie, they called him, I think they called him Devo, I'm not sure, but he was from Santana Block. He was on like, you know, really, and when he saw me, he was like, oh, Peddler, what's up, man? He just wanted a brother up in there because by this time there was a lot of racial stuff going on.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, shit could jump off over a phone or over a slight disrespect, and you got to line up by the bathroom part and just pull people in, you know?
Yeah.
But we was that one where shit jumped off and we was all getting down and people getting stuck, and we moving to the front of the place where it's holding like 40 people, and we get rushed up out of there by the sheriffs because everybody doing their thing. But we say, man, there's somebody in there. There was somebody in there, and they was sitting on top of him. They was sitting on the dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In Wayside. So I'm gonna give you another good one that I was at.
Yeah, give me another good one.
In North Wayside. I'm hot on one in mine, facing 17 years. So I go in and I sit I'm in the Thunderdome. Somebody out there know, y'all Crips know. There's a place called the Thunderdome. You real Pyrus and Bloods know there's a place called the Thunderdome. Now I can name some names on this that I remember good. Crazy O from Harlem 30s, Fat Daddy from Van Ness Gangsta Bloods. It was a few more people I'm trying to remember. But anyway, let me see, it was big, both Daces might have been in there in the back because the Bloods was in the Pyrus was in the back. KB, I think, for 2 P's in the B. But anyway, I sit down, because I'm facing 17 years, I sit at the crib table. Because it's time to eat. I'm too tired to recognize that I'm sitting at the crib table.
Yeah.
So before I can sit down with my tray, a little black nigga from somewhere. I don't remember quite where he's from. He gonna say, you know where you at? I said, what you mean? He said, you in the Thunderdome. I looked at him. I said, I don't give a fuck where I'm at, huh? I said, I'm gonna sit down and eat right here. They said, well, this is the crib table. I said, hey, homie, just because you got at me like that, I'm gonna sit down right here and eat my motherfucking meal, homie. And I sat down. Crazy old from Harlem 30 crib, he come on the side, Crib's at the table, and there's a crib on the side of me from Harlem. So they said, man, where you from? See, now mind you, when I said what I said, it's what I said. So you gotta take it or leave it.
Yeah.
I said, I'm from Pyru bloodline. I mean, I'm gonna get down with all of y'all. I said, I ain't gotta say my set, because I didn't want them to come back on my set. So they looked at me like, what's that? I said, you know what time it is? I'm gonna sit down and eat. Now what y'all wanna do? The Bloods done stood up in the back, Fat Daddy and them smirking. So different Pyrus and Bloods looking at me. My big homie in there, I think Bodacious was in there, and KB from 2 P's and a beat. So they was just like tense, I'm sitting up. So they looked at me, I said, man, I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna go back there where my homies is at. I said, that's what I'm gonna do. But this nigga ain't gonna tell me shit about this being the Thunderdome, because I'm gonna get down, lay down. We gonna get down or lay down.
Yeah.
So I ate, but I had to let the homies know that was from Harlem 30. My relatives from Harlem 30's big store, Terry Leatherwood. I said, I'm familiar with you Harlem Crips. They was like, oh, okay. So at that time, Crazy O, it was like, he was running the Crips, cease on it.
Yeah.
After that, I ate, went to the back where the Bloods is. Fat Daddy from, he said, Peddler, you crazy the motherfucker. Fat Daddy from VNG, Sulu.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Pyru. So we was all in there chilling and shit. Everything was good. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we had a good time. It was smooth. We didn't have to get off. Now, here's another one where I'm in a place before I got to the Thunderdome. We outnumbered by the Serenos and Slick from 190. Show you how enemies sometimes hook up. Slick from 190 East Coast Crip, he in there. The blacks, we outnumbered. Ain't nothing but like 9 of us. There's about 40 Pisces and essays in there. Now picture this. We getting counted outside. Slick talking to one of his homies. So a Sereno gonna tell Slick from East Coast 190, shut the fuck up.
Whoa, no, he didn't say that. No.
Audaciously.
Yeah.
So we like, what? So all of us looking, the egos kick in. You know, egos gonna kick in. Alpha males is standing in here. Even though we outnumbered, we like, we can't let that. So Slick said, you shut the fuck up. You know, he said, you shut the fuck up. And you know, he fuzzed him. And so I'm standing behind Slick knowing who he was. And I said, man, I'm
He
right
cussed
here.
him.
Yeah.
He cussed him.
Say that.
Yeah.
But look, he said, so he told him what he said. So the Sereno said, yeah, well, we see about that when we go inside.
Yeah.
And then Slick said, we gonna see about that. Then I told Slick, we gonna pee about that.
Yeah.
I'm with you. It's
Yeah.
Peddler. He turned around and said, oh, all right, Peddler. Yeah, Slick, if you still around, you know what I'm speaking on.
Yeah.
Hey, we went up in there. So I told some of the smoker blacks,
Yeah.
who was from DTG, they looked like they was trembling a little bit.
Downtown gangsters.
Yeah, so I had to let them know, look, blood, check this out, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get to the back of the wall, we're gonna strategize, and then we're gonna run through them like football players. Bing, 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 and get out front.
Yeah.
You know, because there's only about 9 of us, 8 of us, but before it jumped off, I had to actually pray for some of them brothers.
Oh, shit, yeah.
On P's, they said, man, I could see they was too scared. I said, so I had to call on the Most High to calm their hearts.
Yeah.
And let
to
them
relax
know,
and let them know it's gonna be all right.
I said, we some strong people, man.
Warriors.
We gonna get this. We some of the greatest warriors athletes that's ever been on the planet. Just follow the lead. So
Yeah.
next thing you know, I speak in Spanish. The little Spanish I knew to keep the Pisces from jumping in.
Yeah.
So I said, Gloria a Dios, meaning glory to God. I know you paisanos is not cowards. You see it's only 8 or 9 of us. Let the Sereno take care of the business. Because I knew they was outnumbered at that time. The Serenos didn't have enough. They had a certain amount, they outnumbered us, but with the Pisces, they was really dominant.
Yeah.
So at this time, I peeped out the dude. He stepped towards me, I stepped to him, and he was like, I was like, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? The Pisces didn't even come off the bump. They felt me on that. Because I told them, I know y'all not no cowards.
Yeah.
So I looked at the Sereno, I was like, what's happening, blood? I'm looking at him, and we moving around. but he don't want to throw the first blow. The homie's right there behind me, looking, ready to go, slick, ready to go. He with the Crip business, I'm with the Pyro business. We ready, but it's only 8 or 9 of us. We outnumbered. The Sereno probably had like maybe, I'll say 13, 14. But that wasn't enough for them at the time to get at us without the Pisces.
Yeah.
So I divided them using the art of war. Right at that moment, he fell back. He fell back. Pisces never came off the bunk. He was looking for their support. He didn't get it. So that was a beautiful moment for us to get through without getting poked up, you know.
Yeah.
So now you want to know about some Tennessee get down prison time. I could give you
Oh,
that
you was
too.
out there in Tennessee?
And Soledad. I give you Soledad. Which one you want first?
I need you to hit
Brushy Mountain.
No, I need you to hold on.
Bleso, or you want Soledad and Roscoe?
I need you to hit when you hit the penitentiary yards now. What reception you went to? You know what I'm saying?
The first penitentiary yard I hit was Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary in East Tennessee. They still had the weights. This is where James Earl Ray was supposedly the one that killed Martin Luther King. He was still housed there when I got there.
Yeah.
I went in there for attempted murder behind the dope gang. Cause I can speak on it now, because I shot somebody broad daylight with an SKS in Sweetwater, Tennessee, over some dope money that he owed me and for disrespecting my baby mama while she was pregnant.
Yeah.
So his name Mark Blair, and I'm just glad he didn't die, but they airlifted him from Sweetwater, Tennessee to the biggest hospital in Knoxville, UT. So at the end of the day, I hit Monroe County Jail over in Madisonville, which is inside of Monroe County, where Sweetwater deals with that. And I'm in my mom's hometown, so I'm out there turning it out, doing my thing, pushing my Pyro thing. And you know, we pushing it, because we getting that money. This is when the dope was moving, and we doing our thing, bringing it from Cali. So next you know, I end up at Brushy Mountain. It looked like an old castle. I think they done shut it down now. So when I'm up at Brushy Mountain, you know, I done grew dreads. I'm up in there, because I'm conscious, I read, I study. But now the only prayer I made that whole time while I was in Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary, because I knew and heard about how savage the guards were. A lot of them was inbreds. You get it? Family, fucking family. Ha! Yeah, that's how they was, the guards. The women, they was all related. And Brushy Mountain was a wicked dungeon type prison, about big like San Quentin. It had that type of feeling. So anyway, I'm in there. I'm kicking back, working out, doing my thing, you know, doing my bust down. But I'm only let out 1 hour a day. So while I'm in there, working out, doing my thing, the guard would never let me get my shower sometimes, because he knew I was from LA. Sometimes them southern rednecks have a problem with us coming from LA. So he wanted to be disrespectful. So at this time, I'm maxing 315, so I'm on Monster Swole with the dread. So I started clowning him when he walked by, and I would be like, Z hype. And he stopped one day, he got tired of that. He said, are you mocking me? Are you mocking me? I said, rack that gate, blood. I'm gonna show you more than that. Because remember, the hormones is high. I'm feeling like I'm ready to jump over a car. I just need some exercise. I said, rack that gate, blood. I'm gonna show you more than that. He said, I'll be right back. I'll be waiting. So while he gone, I hit the baby oil. Take the shirt off, hit the baby oil, you know, waiting. So he come back with the stripes and bars. They know who I am. Keith Shedrick. Yeah, from LA. I was at Brushy Mountain. 2747 72. That was my prison number. So anyway, they come back. Yeah, I'm gonna give you shit you can research.
Yeah.
So anyway, they come back. And I said, oh, is it ass whooping time? This is how I'm moving in the cell.
Yeah.
Picture the cell. I'm moving like, is it ass whooping time? Rack the gate, blood. As soon as the gate racked, I stepped out. They fucked up. They don't do like Cali and put the cuffs on you or nothing. They fucked up. And I'm a get out artist. I'm coming with the kitchen sink. So when I come out, I was like, ooh, they just let me out without no chains on me. So I'm walking, the sergeant with the bars is behind me, the little Opie. No, he was more like Barney Five from Andy Griffith's show. Y'all know that show, right? Mayberry? Yeah, so the little pig was like Mayberry RFD, Barney Five. And then he had his little flunky, then the sergeant with the stripe. So I'm belting like this. I can hear some of the Southern brothers say, LA, be careful. You know they sneaky. They sneaky, be careful, LA. I said, I'm good, homie. I ride with the Most High. I said, I'm good, blood. So as I'm belling just like that, because I got, I'm a mandingo. I'm not going to sit and play no games. I let the nuts hang. I'm shit real. So I'm going to keep it real. So I'm belling, boom, feel all my ancestors up in me. He got ready to touch me. The sergeant, I felt him. I said, don't put your hands on me. I'm an ancient warrior for my people. Hey, he didn't want to put his hands on me, blood. They took me, said, go on. I went on and sat down in the chair. I hear them 3 crackers go in the back room, because they crackers down there, them redneck. Yeah. They in there talking. I hear the sergeant, ooh, getting at them. He come out there and do me like this. He get in my eyes. I see his cold, still blue eyes. He said, if you touch one of my guards, I'm going to turn you over to the wolves. You know what I did? I looked him in his eyes, and I said, I got the Holy Spirit, and I'm prepared to ride into eternity, but I'm going to take 1 or 2 of y'all with me. He did just like this. And then this is a reaction. What is this over? Now he's talking civil. And I looked at him. I'm sitting in the chair, mind you, but I'm on got about some 19s, 18 and a half. You got to understand, I'm feeling that, all that. I say, over a shower. He did like this. Is that all it's over, a shower? I said, man, I need my respect. Where I'm from, it's about respect. And if I don't get that respect, then I'm going to have to ride for that or die for that. Look, mind you, I'm getting letters in mail from Jim Brown. Yeah, the big NFL star, rest in peace, Big Jim. I made sure I was getting all my letters and money sent from Jim Brown into the prison house. So they thinking I got a rich family. And they seeing Jim Brown's signature. So shout out to Jim Brown, rest in peace, Big Jim Brown from the Cleveland Brown. And that's how come they was not going too far to try to destroy me, because they saw the connection to Jim Brown. So watch this. He said, only over a shower? He said, I said, yes, sir. He go back and holler at them boys. He come back, he said, Mr. Shedrick? Now he calling me Mr. Shedrick. Shook my hand, he said, if he don't give you a shower every day when you come back from yard, let me know. I'ma deal with him. Man, I come back, the scary Negroes or the ones that was concerned about me, they was shocked. They looking at me like, man, they didn't beat this nigga to death. They didn't hit him with them, because they got big sticks. Anybody been to Brushy Mountain? They introduced you to them big sticks with blood on it. And they got Rottweilers with muzzles. So when they take me to the dungeon, you act up too much, they let the Rottweiler hit you with the muzzle on it. And they got the big sticks to hit you with, and they got dried up blood from previous convicts that's been hit. So watch this. And it was a scandalous prison, because it's one where it's known for letting a white boy in there with a gun to shoot some Panthers from Memphis. It's got real history, Brushy Mountain. So let me say something to you. After that, they decided we're gonna have to transfer this in. We have to transfer him, because he don't mind speaking up and standing up. So what happened was they was waiting on me to mess up again. So one time I'm sitting out there lifting weights. Gotta tell you this, because we're in the revelation days now. So a policeman gonna ask us while we working out, what y'all gonna do when they shut all the food supply down, shut down your access to food and everything when you out there in the community? So I said, look, man, I came up off the weights. I said, what you expect us to do, homie? We not like our ancestors as far as the ones that went through slavery. You see, we from the streets. We from the streets, homie. We grew up ambushing and killing out here. We did learn guerrilla tactics in LA during the 80s, the late 70s, all through the 80s. We was murder capital. What you think we gonna do? He said, well, what you gonna do? I said, me personally, if it come down to where I can't get something to eat, I'm just gonna go beast mode and kick a door in on some good civilians, preferably looking like you. I'm gonna sit down and make sure I eat the meal along with them, and then I'm gonna knock their brains out, because it's wartime. Obviously, that's what you wanna hear, right? I said that to him just to fuck with his brain, but I'm already in there for attempted murder, so I'm not even giving a fuck. All I know is I said, God, make me the best in hell conditions, hellish conditions, because that's what we was in. So next thing you know, oh no, buddy. Oh no, you can't do that. I'm looking at this savage pig tell me about some savage shit about his people shutting everything down and starving us to death. But you gonna tell me I can't kick a door in with my heat, sit down at the table and have a good meal and then knock off the enemy. You got me fucked up. We don't play like that. At that time, my mentality was like, man, I've been so used to killing my own that I felt so bad when I became conscious about killing my own. I said, you know, Lord God, let me get some of these oppressors who've been fucking over my own for years. So that's how my mentality was. And so they decided one day, they called me out, well, it was somebody named George Blair. I shot his brother, so now George is up in there. George Blair, I get word through one of my relatives on the yard that's a GD, said that nigga George Blair up in there. I said, where? I said, they said he's on this yard. I said, okay. So we go out to chow. They said he's like 10 men behind you. I'm trying to get to him, letting people get by me so I could get at him, because he had said he was gonna kill me for shooting his brother. So when he said that, I said, oh, I got to get this nigga. So I'm trying to get at him. I'm thinking he's a raw dog on some get down, right? I knew he wasn't. He went and ran out the line and told the police on me. When he did that, the police called me out of line. Who do you think you are? Like that. So I stepped straight to the pig. I said, I'm a child of the Most High, the chosen one. And stepped back. He said, get back in line. And then the next thing I know, they shipping me off to Bleso. But before they shipped me to Bleso prison, I told my relative, who's a GD, who's from Tennessee, and everybody know he's a reputable, I said, handle that for me, man. Handle that for me. And what they did, I don't even want to get into that, but what they did, they beat him down real proper like. They beat him down real proper like, and you know what we sweep with the broom, and we put it together, you know what happened to him. He survived it, thank God, but that's what happened, and I pushed on to Bleso. Now I hit Bleso, and they got young bloods from Walter P. There's Bloods in there, there's Pyrus in there. It's Kitchen Crips resurrected down there. Now Big Magoo from Underground Crip from LA, he down there on the drug case, all kinds. So we in there, all of us together. Memphis Mob, you know, all this, everybody, Nashville, Chattanooga, we all in here together. So I said, I got to run the blood party. I can't let this young generation run me. So I had to become the head of the blood part at Bleso prison. That's right, that's Keith Shedrick. That's my government. Do the research. 27, 47, 72. Blood.
All right.
I don't have to lie.
Okay.
Some convicts that knew me back in the day, they'll tell you. That's Peddler. Oh yeah, he was hitting 315 on the max. Now I'm gonna bring you some gladiator shit soon, right now. So listen, at the end of the day, I'm working out with 275 dumbbell and 90 pounders. I'm still swinging the dreadlocks, boom, feeling my Hebrew Israelite self on Pyru, but I'm pushing Pyru blood to the finish line. So you know everybody call you LA when you out there. So I'm out there, they be like, what's up, LA? All right, Memphis, what's happening? Memphis niggas give me that, they act like they 60s, cause they like, there ain't nothing going on, but you know, so I'm like, all right, Memphis, all right. They be like, LA, how you pimping? I say, blood, I'm a gangster, Pyru. I ain't with the pimp shit. I got 6 sisters, fuck that. So we just clowning, but this is level 4. See, they don't got a bunch of prisons out there. So they don't have like that. They got straight up level 4 or level 2. That's it. Ain't no in between. So you got Vice Lords, GDs, Kitchen Crips, Underground, Big Magoo was there, and you had the Walter P. Pyrus out of Knoxville. So listen, blood, we had Swali Maliani from Nigeria, part of the African Pride Gangster Blood, some set out there in Nashville. His daddy owned a taxi stand. So Swali, if you see this, I'm giving you a shout out. Anyway, he was benching like 400. So one day he get mad at me because I tell him you can't keep fucking with the homies Folgers without replacing them. Now this is a prison story that's really beautiful. So anyway, Swati gets mad. I say, hey, the little homie gonna stab you. Keep on, he feel like you bullying for the Folgers coffee. And y'all that's convicts know Folgers coffee is very special. So Swati thought, oh, Damu. That's how he talk, Damu. You gonna pick sides? I said, check this out, homie. I just told you what's happening. We ain't finna get into it over no fucking coffee. So he leave out my cell. You gotta have a key to get in the cell. I left my door open, so I was slipping. I ain't knowing he gonna get mad and come back. This big old dark skin, he dark skin like Taboo, but they come back up and they say, we gonna have to get down. I'm sitting on my bunk like this. Get down, okay, what's happening? So I line up, he lined up on me. He said, I got a knockout punch, Taboo. I got a knockout punch. I said, nigga, I got to feel it. I said, I don't know what you got. I know you gonna have to throw it. I ain't gonna tell you what I got. I'm gonna let you feel it. Let you know he thought about it. You know I had an ice pick up in there. Yeah, I had an ice pick because I worked in the kitchen. So I finally stayed out the hole long enough to get me a job in the kitchen. I saw where this Aryan put the ice pick and I took his shit. He slipped, fuck your weapon, that's mine. So I had it in my pocket at the time. So Swatty thought it was in the room. He said, let's go to the laundry room. I said, let's go, blood. So we go to the laundry room where the pigs can't hear nothing. You just there. The convicts, they know we in there, but they ain't finna come say nothing. It's a level folk. So we go to the laundry room. Sometimes men that think they way bigger and stronger, they want to reach down and grab you by the neck. He thought he was so strong, he could just, instead of throwing blows, which was his mistake, he grabbed me by the neck. All I did was implement what I was taught by my big relative, Terry Leatherwood from Harlem 30 Godfather. You know what I'm saying? From the Godfather Crip. He was a martial artist in the Get Down. And he told me different things to do. So all I did was just drop down before dude could lock on my neck. And I came straight up, boom, and blew his nuts. Like I was trying to blow him to his throat. That big nigga said, ugh. As soon as he did that, I'm like, ugh. Hit him straight like, look at this punch. It's a pressure punch. Hit him straight to the throat. He couldn't do nothing. I took him on back further into the back of the laundry room. Casually pulled out my ice pick and was finna penetrate the throat. He was like this. Big, strong, 400-pound bench presser. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, Damu. You know it's right, Swali Maliani. Oh, Paru, I love you, blood. Don't kill me, Damu. He was whispering. I looked at him with the dog face. I said, nigga, the next time you try to challenge my motherfucking position, blood, you better be ready to die, blood, on Paru. Fucking with me about some folks. Yeah. They get the fuck out of here. Blood left him. We was cool after that. It shook him though. And then I taught him about different shit. You feel me? He humbled himself because he was actually from Africa, Nigeria. They down. He was in there for murder.
Oh, he was gonna skin your ass alive. He would have got your ass. He was gonna peel your skin back.
Right, but I had to cut it short. Boom. Another celly. I had a celly this time trying to trip on me.
Yeah.
He was sent out. Sometimes they want to challenge LA Cats. So I saw him over there talking to them. I said, why is this nigga talking about our business in the cell? All I told Blood was keep the cell clean, homie. It's like our little apartment. So for you YGs, pay attention. When you go into a cell of somebody else that's been there, especially on a level 4, he expects for you to keep your shit clean. He ain't finna go behind you, picking up your clothes off the floor when he come back from work, shit like that. So this particular celly, he did that. I got tired of it. So I said, hey, check this out, homie. I said, you gonna have to straighten up or you gonna have to get on. So before I put hands on him, I went to the office, told the pigs, me and my celly don't get along. I request a move. That's to cover me so I couldn't get no charge because I know it was finna go down. So I see him talking to some Tennessee cats about me. So I do like this. I said, hey, homie, we don't do that. Let's go in the cell. We won't do that. Let's go in the cell. That's police shit. Let's go in the cell. What the fuck you talking about? I said, come on, let's go in the cell. He had the busy bone look. He just a little bit weightful, a little bit more bigger, but he wasn't no weightlifter like that. And I already sized him up. So I do squats, I did deadlifts. I knew he didn't have nothing in the legs. So I'm looking at him. I said, come on in the cell, blood. He wouldn't come. I said, I'll tell you what. I gave him an ultimatum in front of all the prisoners. Don't let me catch you in the cell. I'm going to work. So I go to work. I come back, everybody knows it's about to be on. It's quiet in the spot, everybody quiet, they know it's finna go down. His ego has been challenged in front of all the prisoners. He got no choice but to go up in the cell. I'm sitting in the back, watching, waiting on him to go up in the cell. Got my boots laced up. Muslim brother, that's a Sunni Muslim, but I took the Shahada. He tell me, don't kill him, LA. Don't kill that youngster, LA. I said, man, check this out. I said, if I am, I said, just bang on the door. Just bang on the door loud enough and let the lady, because once I'm gonna take off, it's like a pit bull. You're gonna have to break me loose. So next thing you know, I go up in there. He got his coat on. I said, we got to get down, man. I said, I told you. He said, well, we just have to get down then. So he got his coat on. But I'm gonna play you dirty. Ain't no rules in this. So he getting ready to take his coat off. So when he turned to hang it up, you ain't no power rule. You ain't no blood, so I ain't finna give you no fair ones. So when he turned, the dude, by the time he turned back around, boom! I grabbed him and slammed his head on the sink. They had the old-fashioned sink, broke the sink and the pipes with his head. Boom! First thing he started calling out, this youngster said, Mama! I said, motherfucker, your mama ain't here. I bent him over the toilet so his blood could go in the toilet. I still got the sleeper on him. So I sit him down, and he's dazed, and I hear him saying, Mama, Mama. So I'm looking at him like this, because he realized he's in a death situation. I said, I told you your mama's not here. Boom! I hit him so hard, I made his face split. See, everything is amped up in prison, especially level 4. Everything is on kill mode. So in my spirit, I'm a Simba sad. I don't know what kind of animal that's in your spirit, but I had to bust him. So while I'm on him, all of a sudden I pick him up again. Mama's not here. Take him and put the blood all in the toilet. But blood is everywhere, but I'm not aware of it. By the time I got him, I'm just laying back with him now. If you know about the sleeper, you gotta let him get some air. But I'm on one. The lady police that was on bust the door open. LA, let him go, you gonna kill him. She's so nervous that she didn't have women guards. But she's so nervous in men's prison. So she finally hit the emergency. So the goon squad come. I'm like this. All of a sudden I hear a big stick hit me. It hit me, boom. I said, it hit me again, boom. But now I'm on them weights real tough. So when they hit me, I'm like, boom, it ain't really hurting me, but it's jarring. Let him go, you gonna kill him. Let him go. I said, all right. I let him go. He's laid back. I said, hold on. There's like 7 or 8 of them with sticks waiting on me to walk into him. Hold on. Because I knew he was coming too. I said, hold on. I did this right in front of him. Boom! And I came out, when I came out, blood, I looked at the ones that sent him out. I was like, nigga, what's happening, blood? It's LA, nigga, power rule. Then the police rushed me and just took me to the hole, and they got to hollering, oh, you finna get aggravated assault charge, you better hope he live. They had to lifestar him. While I'm in the hole, I'm butt naked in the hole. They got a real hole. I'm butt naked in the hole. They ain't even gave me my dress outs or nothing, no blankets. I'm in there butt naked on Monster Swole with the swipe swinging.
Oh, no, this nigga. All right, look.
Hey,
look.
But at the end of the day, he lived, and this is how it go.
Look, we right here with Peddler, man. We gonna end this
Cause I got
part
some
2
more for you.
Yeah, we gonna go part
Slick,
2,
baby.
man. With Peddler from Cabbage Patch.
Whoa, Cabbage.
CPP, you know what I'm saying, to the CPP.
Part 2, Soledad.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna give it to you.
We're gonna give it to you. So
Whoa.
look, check this out. ABD Show, I'm up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? We out here getting ready. Peddler just put some good game on us, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We finna catch ammonia out here in Memphis and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we out of here, man. ABD Show is up out of here, man. Y'all tune in for part 2 on Peddler. You know what I'm saying? Cabbage Patch, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Cabbage Patch, much love.
Yeah.
Campanella Park, love.
Yeah, so woo. Bars in the Bompton.
Bars in the Bompton.
We up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get out this motherfucking rain. This motherfucker got me in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Talk about he butt naked swiping. Nobody want to hear that shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? What, you just have baby oil in there too, goddammit?
I was butt naked in the hole.
No, he
Wait
put
on them to bring me my shit. They want to hear prison story. You know, I
yeah.
don't tell them nothing.
We out of here. We out of here, ABD gang. Oh,
Hey,
shit.
what you say, Sherry?
God damn it.